Phillip Schofield says he has nothing to lose and doesn't care anymore. In the second episode of his new show Cast Away, where he declares, "They've taken pretty much everything. Reputation, dignity, legacy, everything." Who's they? Phillip. That is the million-dollar question. The former This Morning presenter, who was ousted over an affair with a young runner, warns, "I've been chucked under a bus, and I could drive the same bus over so many people. So go on then. What's stopping you? You've said you have nothing left to lose. So come on. Spill." But Scofield, instead, preferred to drop little hints and clues throughout the show, which Blinkerhole believes he has been doing since the very beginning of the Scofield scandal, and even years before. Yes, Phillip Schofield is a man with secrets. Will he ever tell them? We hope so. It appears, however, that he has decided that his new show Cast Away isn't the time or the place to drop those names. So far anyway. In the second episode, Scofield announces that he wants to use the program as a way of saying goodbye, adding that he didn't give an F what people thought anymore. Simply saying mic drop, after he revealed he wanted to step back from TV. However, he was seen becoming emotional at the thought of quitting TV forever, saying, "I've been hurt so badly." He then went on to vow that he'll never do that sort of telly again, presumably referring to ITV's This Morning. Sitting around a campfire, he opened up about feeling so hurt by the people who worked there, and revealed he would never sit on a TV sofa again. So if Phillip Schofield really is being truthful about bowing out from television, could he have something else up his sleeve? There are many ways he could keep himself in the spotlight. Perhaps a tell-all book will be next on the cards, or his own column in a newspaper, or he might even revisit his youth with a radio show. Yes, there are other avenues available to communicate with the public, should he ever wish to reveal more of his story. Many, though, it has to be said, would be glad to see the back of the former presenter altogether, with some wishing he would stay on the remote Madagascar island permanently. Disgruntled viewers of Cast Away are reportedly furious at one particular claim made by Phillip in the second episode of his TV return, branding it nauseating. On the show, Phillip says, "Shamed, disgraced Phillip Schofield who had an affair. Strangely, I think another TV presenter or two might have done exactly the same thing. Difference is, they're heterosexual." He went on to say that age gap relationships are not an unusual thing in the gay world. That's not an unusual thing in the straight world. But if that had been the case with me, and it had been a woman. Pat on the back. Well done, mate. This claim was not well received by viewers, to say the least, who suggested Scofield was trying to obfuscate blame. One social media user wrote, "So he thinks he was made an example of because he's gay. OFFS, this is unreal. The pity party is sickening." Another simply said, "F me, does anyone have a tiny violin for this guy?" Another person said, "I hope anyone claiming Scofield is sorry is paying attention tonight. I've watched 30 seconds and he seriously claimed he was treated differently because he is gay. Mea culpa. This is a masterclass in impenitence." Another pointed out, "The problem with this Phillip Schofield is that he shows no humility or any sense of genuine responsibility for his situation. His idea is that this was done to him. No compassion shown for the impact on the young person involved. Bad form." It was in May last year that Phillip Schofield admitted he lied about an affair with a younger male colleague on This Morning, just 3 years after he came out as gay on live TV. Yet, in a shocking revelation, an extract from Phillip Schofield's 1992 biography states that the TV presenter categorically denied he was gay, and admitted that if people knew the real me, they'd be horrified. The book, which was written by Schofield's future ITV colleague, and then Sun journalist Piers Morgan, promised it was not a warts-and-all exposé of Scofield. It instead focused on Phillip's various romantic interests, including his relationship with his wife Stephanie Lowe, and the book repeatedly stressed that despite the apparent rumors at the time, Scofield was not gay. Interesting. After interviewing Schofield's friends, family and partners at the time, Piers Morgan wrote, "One of the most laughable accusations in show business is that Phillip Schofield might be gay." Scofield himself also directly addresses it, telling Morgan, "Because I have always guarded my private life very closely, these sort of rumors are bound to fly around. But I've got one thing to say to anyone who says things like that. Bull s. Extracts from the forgotten biography, titled To Dream a Dream, The Amazing Life of Phillip Schofield, certainly make for revealing reading during his current TV comeback. The book also has several revealing anecdotes about Phillip's wild side during the 1990s, with the presenter admitting, "When I am not in the public eye, I behave exactly like any other 30-year-old bachelor. It's just that I am very careful not to do anything that might cause a parent to think I am unsuitable to be a role model for their child." Wow, that didn't age well, did it? Phil continues, "I have had some extremely dodgy nights. I have got home sometimes and the next morning had absolutely no recollection of where I'd been or what I'd done, or indeed how I got back. It's quite worrying really, isn't it?" The book also goes into great detail on Scofield's self-proclaimed smoldering passion for women, and references his wife Stephanie. Piers Morgan writes, "Friends reckon Phil may have met that woman in Stephanie. One thing is for sure, he definitely isn't gay." The final episode of Phillip Schofield, Cast Away, will air on Channel 5 and My 5 tonight. Like and subscribe for more journeys through the blinker hole. For entertainment purposes only.